Hey guys, so in today's video, we're going to be showcasing the new Frieza Unbound unit in All-Star Tower Defense. We're going to bring him in Infinite mode, showcase his attack effects, and how far he can get Infinite solo with buffs. So we're going to head on to Infinite, and I'll show you his attack effects. So we have Frieza placed here. This is a close-up. Here's a little death beam here. And then there's someone else attacking. So look at him here. He attacks in this white range, and then you have someone going around this whole area attacking people. I don't know if you can maybe hover on him. Doesn't look like you can. These are his space stats. It costs 2,100 to place him with All-Star. So, and then he has an ability that transforms him. The cooldown's only 10 seconds, which is surprising. But I doubt you'd actually be able to do it again. It's probably just a permanent transformation. So yeah, you just gotta get more damage with him. It's kind of like Ukiwara, where it's like 450,000, and then I think it's something, it's like 800,000, and then there's a million, or something like that. Those damage thresholds, all the different stuff when you transform. So he's the same way. So you have like 500,000 to a million to 1.5 million, 1.5 to 2, and then 2 plus. So we gotta get 2 million plus if you want to see his max damage. But this is his base upgrade here. Can probably will wait to do his ability. So we're gonna upgrade him here. These are his stats now. Same attack effect. Zoom out a bit if you want to keep seeing it. Upgrade him again. Like 6,000 damage. He has a lot good SPA, good range off start. Technically, he has a lot more than that range. And then he has good damage, pretty much. He's also an orange unit. He's a good orange unit. Okay, so we're gonna upgrade him again. So far, we've spent over 24,000 on him. So kind of expensive, because there's still 4 more upgrades. So we have one more. We're gonna do another upgrade. These are his stats. Gonna do another one. Same stats, same attack animation. He doesn't actually get a new one, which is interesting. He probably gets new ones in his Frieza form, I would assume, or his final form. And then this is his final upgrade. Right here. So these are his final stats here. With All-Star. Now we're gonna see him with a buff. So we're gonna buff him real quick. See what that looks like. So he does 23,000 now with a 40% buff. Can't show a 50% buff because he doesn't have just an orange buff unit, but I'm sure you can do the calculation. It's 50% more damage. So yeah, that's his 40% right there. His 50% would be around like 24k, a bit more, like 25 and a half maybe. It's possibly 26k. That would be his 50%. This is close up on his attack animation here. Notice the other, I think this is Zarban. His attack effect isn't rainbow like Frieza's is. It's all-star units will have like rainbow attack effects. Like that's like pink cloud, green. It's actually have a good amount of orange though, which is kind of cool. Okay, so we're gonna do a 75% buff now. We're gonna see how much he does max on damage. 29,400. So already he's doing pretty decent damage. I'm assuming he does so much more damage though when he's in his final form, because this is pretty bad for an Unbound unit, let alone an All-Star Unbound unit. So we're gonna get his damage up. He's already almost at 1 million. We just need to get to over 2 million, which shouldn't be very hard. I'll just keep buffing him here. So I'm gonna speed it up until we have enough damage for his final upgrade, and then I'll show you his buffed versions as well. This is attack effect in his second Frieza form. This is Frieza's third form attacks. It's the line AoE, spam his punches. Okay, so we already have over 3 million damage, so we're gonna pop his ability and we're gonna see how much it is. Okay, so we just did a whole sound effect. Okay, that looks sick. That looks really sick. It's a little like tornado, like hurricane thing above him, and he does a giant beam attack. That looks really cool. So these are his stats here. 176,700 damage. He's increased range. He attacks a lot slower, but this is his range. All the way over here. So you can place him even further back here. And it looks like he has another ability, but I don't think he does. Yeah, he doesn't have another ability. It just keeps him the same. And then we're gonna do a 75%. Let's just do 40% buff real quick. So he's doing 183,500 damage to these guys right now. I'm gonna put my trunks in the back just so we can keep them live until we see the buff here. Okay, and then we're gonna do a 75% buff. I'm gonna wait for this to end really quick. I think it already ended actually. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do 75% buff. 189,000 damage. It's really good. So he's still attacking certain units. I don't know what this is based off of. But I think he attacks 2 units. So he's doing some attack over here. I think Zarbon attacks over here, and then Frieza attacks over here. And I'm not sure who gets attacked in the blue range. It doesn't seem like anyone does. But you still have Zarbon flying around. It's kind of hard to see him actually. But he's in like the wall here. I guess yeah, okay, there he is. He's flying around, still doing attacks. Get rid of my tricks here. Probably how far Frieza can get, I would assume. Yeah, so he still only got to live 39 by himself. That's All-Star Frieza with all triple S Unbound unit, so he's definitely probably one of the highest DPS I've seen. Over 23,000 without the buff. So that's definitely a really good unit. And he's labeled as a summoner, but I don't think he actually summoned anyone. I think it just counts Sarban as a summoner. So that was the new Frieza unit. If you want to get him, you gotta run Trial 3, Arc 3. But if you guys want to see more showcases, then hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.